welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are going to talk about this deck, but first I'm going to talk about a few other things. Thing number one, what I'm about to say is going to date this video. You're going to know how far out I'm recording and releasing videos, and that's for a good reason. I am recording my videos almost 5 days in advance right now so that I can go to PAX East to the Mythic Invitational. I will not be playing in it, but I'm attending it to cheer on my friends. So I will be in Boston starting on Wednesday of this week. From right now when I'm recording, that's a few days away, but you'll be seeing these videos while I'm gone. So not to miss a day on YouTube, that is my plan. So I've been recording well in advance, and hopefully that goes well. I hope that you still enjoy that we have daily uploads, and I'll also be, if you want to follow my adventures at PAX, the best thing to do is to follow me on Twitter or join my Discord. There are links to both in my description. I'll be posting pictures and stories. I'll also be giving notifications to when I may be going live from the event. I know that there's a few people who are setting up feeds at the event, and I'll be on their channels, and I may also be on my own channel with some live coverage. So if you want to follow my crazy adventures through PAX East, please follow me on Twitter or join my Discord server, which is totally free. All right, other thing, time to date the video. This is the exciting part. My channel passed 20,000 subscribers today. 20,000 subscribers. Holy cow. On the CGB YouTube channel. I'm amazed. I started this channel to make content for Magic Duels a long time ago, and that game died. Arena replaced it. Arena has been a big hit with the community, of course, but I still see myself like a very small content creator, while my brothers in arms like LVD and Merchant have gone on to huge heights. But it's easy for me to forget that around this time last year, I was trying to get my channel remonetized, and I was hovering around 1,000 subscribers. So to see 20,000 people interested in what I do and tuning in for what is hopefully fun, entertaining, chill, and informative MTG content, it's very humbling. It's also very humbling that I look at videos put out by huge Magic websites, huge names in the community, pro players, and to even contemplate that I have more subscribers or viewers than some of them blows my mind. It tells me I must be doing something right. And to all of you who stick with me and prefer this brand of content, whatever it does that works for you, I plan to keep it up. I want to thank you for your support and for coming back and watching the videos every day. Thank you so much. And as a celebration, well, I could do some more spiky control decks. I could do some more mono aggro decks. I think we've all seen enough of that. I brewed up a JUND Dragons list. Dragons are requested often, and I think JUND is the most exciting color combination for them. I have Vaevictis Asmati, which is my personal favorite of the dragons, the Dragon Lords in the format right now, because it has this crazy randomness effect to it that can be so exciting, making whenever it attacks, each player has to sacrifice a permanent, and then they put a permanent from the top of their deck onto the battlefield. So it's very chaosy and very fun. I also have Darigaaz because when you have two giant JUND dragons, of course you play them. Rounding it out are some broodlings here, like Skargan, Hellkite, and Vaevictis. And we have Sarkhan, of course, and Dragon's Horde, because we are a Dragon's deck. Now, when you are doing janky things in Magic Arena, as long as these cards are legal, they tie the jank together. You add your janky core, you add your treasure maps, all 4 of them. You add a few Karns to go with the treasure maps. And then you put a number of removal spells in the rest of the places. So we've got Shock and Carnival, Bedeck. I love the modular spells, Find. We have so many of the modular spells. Bedevil is like that too. Vraska's Contempt is sort of like that too. They're never dead, which is what makes for good best of 1 cards. You can hit a creature or planeswalker, you can hit a creature or planeswalker or artifact, you can hit a non-basic land, or you can kill a thing. you can sweep the board or get stuff back. You can kill something, or you can make them discard cards. That's what it's all about. I also like having more of the cheap removal spells, so on turn 3 I can play a Dragon's Horde and kill something, so I don't lose that tempo. Over here, we have one of each of the check lands that do green, because green is our splash color. We don't need green until we have 6 mana, and because of that, and because Dragon's Horde and Treasure Map can also produce green, we just don't need that much of it, and the check lands can clog up your draws. So we have shock lands over checks to get our green sources, but we have all of our black-red check lands because we need our black-red colors to be good. We've got Sarkhan, and we've got Vraska's Contempt and Bedevil. It can be hard to cast them. Vyrix Bladewing. Also, in the mana base, we had just kind of slipped in there 2 Memorials to Folly to bring back more dragons. All right, that's the deck. Let's go celebrate our 20,000 by playing some games. Our first hand has a Dragon's Horde, a deck, and 2 shocks. So if the opponent's on small creatures, it should buy us some time. Most of the format is small creatures, so I like keeping hands like this. Our opponent is Alex. Let's shoot them a hello. And a green source to open up does likely imply creatures. What I'm worried about is that those creatures will be bigger than my shocks. Wildgrowth Walker. Okay. Here comes Woodland Cemetery. We'll pass and see what our opponent plays. If they play an Explore creature, we can bedeck in response. If they play something else, we may want to wait on a spell like that. Let's see what they do with their turn. They might have a Midnight Reaper, which is the only other thing I think they would play this turn. So I can play the Dragon's Horde and kill the Midnight Reaper. So because of that, I would bedeck on end step anyway. We may as well bedeck now. And does our opponent have a play? Yep, no plays. So Midnight Reaper's gone way down in popularity when red really took off. People aren't as into it. We'll play the Dragon's Horde. Now when we cast a dragon, a counter goes on the Horde, we can remove the counter to draw a card. Here's a Find Broker. Find Broker getting back Wildgrowth Walker for certain. And that's not something I can shock, unfortunately, so we'll have to hold our shocks. Devil is a good one. So, do I go for a Bladewing here and have a 4/4 that draws me a card? That's pretty good. But what if our opponent plays the Wildgrowth Walker and an Explore creature? Then they get that 3 life, they get those triggers. I feel like I should wait a turn. Our opponent may also have a Vivian Reed, which would be very good to be Devil and would kill the Vyrix Bladewing. So that is another thing to consider. Golgari Guildgate. Wildgrowth Walker returns. Is there an Explore creature? Not yet. Well, regardless, I think I should take the hit from the Find Broker. Putting it in the graveyard is never very good here because they just get it back. And now they're passing the turn. So I think I'm going to go for a Bedevil on the Wildgrowth Walker again. They got it back for a reason. They must have something in mind. And they're just trying to pace for it, like maybe there is a Jadelight Ranger in that hand. It would make sense, the way that the game is gone. I'm going to pass the turn again. They did not have 5 mana last turn. They do this turn, so maybe we'll see a Vivian Reed. A Poison Tip Archer. Okay. Everything's lining up poorly against Shock, which is frustrating. But we'll let that enter the battlefield, and I think I'm going to use the Vraska's Contempt on the Find Broker. I do think if my opponent had a Vivian Reed, that might be a good spot to play it in. They had a Poison Tip Archer, which, I don't know, could mean some other things for the way that this goes. So they have a 2 mana. Perhaps they have a cast down here to put their Find Broker in the graveyard and not let it get exiled. That's fine with me too. That cast down may have eventually hit a Skargan Hellkite, although it lines up poorly against Vaevictis and the Bladewing. We also lose a life from that play from the Poison Tip Archer. Oh, man. Well, nah. I think it's time to get moving here. And I think I try to draw a card here in case it's a land that would enter the battlefield tapped. Because we need to hit our next land drop for Asmati. And here is a Chupacabra. And is there something else? So our opponent doesn't seem to have Explorer, but they seem to prize their Wild Growth Walker regardless, which is a little strange. I could take out their hand. I think we just go for the Vaevictis. If they have a removal spell, we still get a card from it, and we have a backup copy. Kaya's Blessing. Not quite a fine finality. A card that I think a lot of new players really, really, really overvalue, especially with the amount of times in my comments people say, why don't you have Kaya's Blessing? Trust me, it's because it doesn't do very much. Not as much as you seem to think it do. So I could gobble up the Chupacabra. Remember that these have Death Touch. If I do, I take 2 damage anyway, but we have to get things off the battlefield. Alright. Now, I'm going to draw a card first. See if we can find some sweet removal spells. Find Finality. I would lose so much life, though. Let's see what happens with an attack. And I have to take out... Okay, target permanent eye control. I could hit the Horde, which is what I tapped for mana already. I think that's a bit of a mistake on my part. Oh well. I guess I'll do what I have to do. I hit a Memorial to Folly. My opponent hit a Wild Growth Walker. I go to 8. They go to 14. So I would lose 1, 2, 3 from a Finality, and 4, 5. I would be at 3 life. That's really low. But then if we hit our opponent one more time, they go to 8, 4, 1. My goodness, this is close. All right. We also get to put counters on the Asmati. That will do it. That will do it. If the opponent can't answer the Asmati or kill me, I think we can win the game. Wow, all the walkers, none of the Explorer. I'm kind of amazed. So let's shock the opponent. Let's send the attack. Please don't hit a Poison Tip Archer. That would be crushing. I guess I could remove it in response. No Hide Ferox. Bring out that sweet animation. Opponent's probably excited about that, but we're going to wreck your dreams because I drew way too much burn. And that's the game. Good game. Yeah, we got sport. Good game to you too. Got Digital Sportsman. 3 lands. By God, I'll keep that. Even with 2 fine finalities, which is pretty bad. But just getting 3 or more lands off this horrific hand algorithm-y thing when you're trying to play like any kind of a ramp or like go big deck is such a win. So you don't have to start on a 2-lander, which it seems to be what they feed you. Very hyped about this. Very hyped about this Dawn of Hope. What nonsense am I up against? What is happening? So, I don't like that our opponent's in white and black. They might have exile-based removal, which makes my plan of playing Vyrix and then finding it again pretty bad. So, just going to run out this treasure map, which is usually immune to their Mortifies, and try to get Vyrix kicked as soon as I can. Sure. That's a card.
I like a good fight. Pack your bags and hit the road.
Dragon. Probably just dies, though, against this deck. Yeah, I don't have a Dragon's Horde or anything for value. Or any way to get value. I think I have to bottom it. It doesn't solve my current problems, which Kaya very much is. Drew my own Planeswalker. I don't like looting very much.
Who are you to call me mad?
The Kaya can exile it. I bottomed one of these. But now I have a way to play it cheaply. I still want a Dragon's Horde, though, first. If they kill everything, so be it. So, I need to discard a card, draw a card.
Don't doubt my methods.
If I discard a creature, this happens. But next turn I might be able to discard a creature and find it back, which is weirdo card advantage. But this Kaya is messing up my plan. And we'll pass it over. I may also Carnage my opponent, try to get some removal spells out of their hand. There's a Vraska's Contempt. At least we got it out of there.
No peace in defeat.
Is our opponent missing land? If they don't play a land this turn, you can guess their hand is just all gas, and it makes it a good Carnage target. I almost said Carnage Tyrant. Who would make that mistake? We've played with Carnage Tyrant for a while now. Ooh, you can take out Kaya. And we're on 5, but I only have 2 cards in exile, so Kaya's not doing anything this turn. Let's drop some Carnage, because we know it will hit 2 spells. Cry of the Canarium and another Dawn of Hope. Well, I'd hoped for a little better. Oh well. Okay, land off the top. Kaya can also -2 hit the treasures, which is something I've seen a few times since they each represent a card. And there you go.
What happens when you die?
I could have sacked it for mana instead, but I don't think it matters in this case. I'm not using the mana, and we draw Bedevil. We can play the Bedevil and what? Nothing. So whatever we're doing is spending our whole turn on removing the Kaya. I'll draw a card here first. Alright, Blood Crypt means we get to keep hitting our land drop. I think we'll go ahead and use the Contempt. The Bedevil is a little bit more versatile in case our opponent plays an Immortal Sun, which usually does go with the Dawn of Hope. And we'll pass the turn. I am curious if the opponent has a backup Kaya. This might be a Kaya Dawn of Hope themey deck. And they'll get to draw a card with their little 1/1. Annoying, to be sure. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So I'm going to draw a card first so I don't accidentally tap my Treasure Cove. I don't think that will hurt me much. I haven't seen anything that they have. In a perfect play world, you would wait. You would tap manually to avoid using your Treasure Cove, and then you would wait and sack the treasure on end step or something. But here, I just don't think it matters too much here in casual play. We'll keep the game moving instead. Vyrix Bladewing, hello. How you doing? I brought my cousin. He's a little weird, but don't worry. He's got the same stats. All right, the opponent, no attacks. Could it be a Settle the Wreckage? Could it be? So we have a Bedevil for this Fountain of Renewal, which I might do. Card advantage is obnoxious. I think I'll send this dragon. Oh, I have Seal Away. Yes, you do. So I don't want this one exiled because of Fine Finality. I want to be able to get it out of the graveyard at some point. All right. So let's play the Dire and hope this lives, because this can cause some havoc attacking this board. And I'll Bedevil the Fountain of Renewal. Let's shut that down. Let's shut down that little card advantage package. As much as I hate, and I mean I hate bedeviling a Fountain of Renewal, let's not get drawn out of the game by such a funky little package. Consume! Well, at least we can get it back. And our opponent's missing the mana. We are flooding out. That is alarming, but we're gonna be okay. Sarkin, maybe you can help me with that. Discard a card. Perfect. All right. Jam, Vyrix. Come on out. Vaevictis again. All the Vaevictis. Where's Darigaaz when you need him? Here comes the Dawn of Hope life gain strat. Did not draw a card. Diggin'. I will call the dragons. Alright. So. Why are you I was just. Okay. I guess I gotta remember to play faster in these spots. I was trying to decide what to discard or if I wanted to discard with Sarkhan. I have to play faster. Alright. Early removal. Sarkhan. Some dragons. Let's ball. Game on. So, hello, Antonio Mafiosas. Sorry, I'm American. There you go. Name pronouncing is not something we usually excel at, if they're not from North America. Okay. Let's go, Sarkhan. What am I doing here? I guess I can drop this off. It doesn't look like it's having an impact right now. Of course, if a thief of
I need this.
I love his voice lines. If our opponent plays a Thief of Sanity, that's a tilt. Never mind. It's just, you know, cycling. Just turned it into another one. Acuity. Gross. Well, I could play a Vaevictis, but meh. Let's play Karn instead. Let's get the double Planeswalker action going. Opponent doesn't give me the Vraska's Contempt. So if they're playing the version that relies on Teferi, that's kind of weird. Let's drop off.
What madness!
What madness. I think I can start dropping off land because I've got the Karn machine going. And I'm going to drop off the one that enters tapped, but maybe I should have dropped off the one the opponent knows about. Hard to say. Our opponent has a Vraska's Contempt, and they go right after our buddy, Sarkhan.
I have failed you.
You fail everybody, Sarkhan. We all know it. Let's see what Karn finds. Ooh, land. So special. Which land can I have? I can have this one, thank you. Alright, into play tapped. I'm just going to run out of Vaevictis, just to have some pressure. We gotta have something going on. I'm still 2 turns from making it bigger, plus we have a Darigaaz sitting on that spot in the curve. I could have carnaged my opponent, but look at their grip. I guess that probably isn't going to change anytime soon either. Alright, Karn, keep it coming. There you go. You got some action. What's it gonna be? Probably the Sarkhan. Nope, it's a Hellkite. Well, that sounds like a Wrath, doesn't it? Let's play this Dragon's Horde so we get value off of our dragons. Let's play this land. Let's carnage the opponent rather than lean into a Wrath. If we're going to get Wrathed, let's get Darigaaz Wrathed, who can come down next turn. 2 moments of craving, but you could have killed Vaevictis. They must have plenty of other ways to deal with Vaevictis. But they got rid of Sarkhan. I find that pretty surprising, to be honest. Did they find another way to deal with Karn? I mean, they are always going to have like a million cards in their hand because of stupid acuity. Makes it tough. Plus they run black, blue, white, and green. Like, feels bad. Okay. That's a little surprising.
Ooh, I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say
That doesn't really achieve a lot other than distracting from their life total, which... I don't have any creatures in the graveyard, but if I don't kill the Kaya and my creatures die, I'm in trouble. So, if it would die, exile it 3 egg counters. I think my opponent's going to Wrath, which means I should keep moving the Karn.
The time has come.
So I can play you, make 2 mana. So I'm just going to get the visual here. So if I play my Sarkhan and make 2 mana, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can play Darigaaz. Okay.
We begin. I will call the dragons.
Hiya. Plus we get a counter. Destroy Kaya. Destroy your face.
Well done. Look to see me no more.
Haha, she's impressed. We impressed a woman. We impressed her. She said, well done. There's the Nova. Darigaaz with an egg counter on it. Now, once the egg counters get to 0, it returns to the battlefield. And recall that haste. But right here, right now, I think this game might just be over. Let's see how much mana we can get.
They are coming.
Opponent gave me this Hellkite. Now they shall regret it. Haste, please. Hit him. And for my grand finale, the mode of Bedeck Bedazzle no one ever sees coming. 2 damage, destroy target land, and deal 2 damage to target player. Exacxies! This hand is okay. Removal map. Yeah. I was trying to talk myself out of it for any reason, but I think it will be fine. Of course, our opponent's playing red, so nothing is fine. I'm not in a hurry to remove this, though. Let's see. I'm going to play this tap land. The main thing I want to make sure is that Runaway Steamkin doesn't kill me. So, I'm at least going to wait 1 turn before killing this Firebrand. And what do we got? We lit the stage. Balls. Okay. Fun. It's good red fun. We have a lot of cheap removal. I have no idea what we're going to run into for creatures, though. So, let's pass the turn and see what the opponent does. Like, how many creatures will they have? Will my treasure map ever do anything? Answers to these questions and more. Let's go ahead and Carnival one of them and try to slow this damage down. Sarkhan would come out and die. So I like killing things like this on my turn, and that's because of Wizard's Lightning. You've heard it on the channel before, but maybe we have a new viewer or two. And we'll hold up the Bedeck Bedazzle and see what our opponent plays. Alright, I'll play around light up the stage this time, since I have another removal spell in my hand. Okay. Let's bring out Sarkhan and let's get rid of the treasure map because, well, it's really slow.
I know what I'm doing.
It's a very slow card. The fact that our opponent didn't play another creature might imply that they just have a ton of burn. Okay. Or they held that Lava Runner to make sure they could get their 2 damage in with it, which is pretty smart. Pretty smart. Oh, are we going after Sarkhan here? That's interesting. Our opponent has seen us be constricted on mana. I think they saw that we missed a land drop the turn before last. So they might be thinking that going after Sarkhan keeps big dragons from happening. Which could be true. But no, they've decided that the face is the place. Typical red. And we've been skewered. But we drew the land, so we go here for 2 mana.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? And now that should keep creatures from attacking me anytime soon with double dragon. And next turn, I don't think we can die this turn unless our opponent hits a land and just goes burn, burn, burn. But which they might have, to be honest. But next turn we can Contempt, gain a little bit of life. try to hold on. Unfortunately, this only destroys non-basic lands, so destroying these mountains is not an option, or that would be a glorious thing. Opponent's checking out these dragons. And going face. Yep. Why am I not surprised? Stage got lit. Okay, 2 creatures. That's what we want to see, for sure. So, going to go ahead and discard a card. I don't want this. Don't want that land. I want a land that doesn't cost me life when it enters the battlefield. I'm going to throw this Contempt down to get a little life. And I'm going to attack. And we just need to draw a shock. Draw a shock or a Darigaaz or something like that, and we might be able to close this game faster than my opponent expected. Here's a Fanatical Firebrand. If it attacks, I will kill it, because, you know, skewer the critics and spectacle and things like that. And they chose it over the Runaway Steamkin for a reason. Oh, that's... Wait. -3, +3. Some of you might have been screaming at me last turn, but this is lethal. Are you kidding me? I almost missed that, and then the deck gave me another chance. Ah, yeah, that's why we run that card. I'm so brilliant. Oh my goodness. Obviously, I didn't see that and saw it at the last moment. I am but an average-ish Magic player, especially when dealing with jank and cards I don't play often. But thank you for tolerating me, all 20,000 of you, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. And yeah, this was a really fun day, fun deck, and getting to beat red. I can't think of a better way to end the video. So, I will say thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Remember to join the Discord server or to follow me on Twitter for updates from PAX East and the Mythic Invitational. And root on my friends, especially give a shout out to MTG Nerd Girl for hooking me up with the +1 access at the event. So we're going to be cheering her on. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. You can also support the channel on Patreon for special perks. Links are in the description. Our sponsors are HauntedFlower.com and FlipsideGaming.com. Haunted Flower sells officially licensed MTG apparel and accessories, and Flipside Gaming sells MTG cards and supplies. You can save 10% on either site with the promo code CGB, and it supports the channel at the same time. See you next time for another day in the arena. For now, it's me, it's CGB, signing out.